Hey, this is Harley Jones and this is your 360 tutorial. 360s were one of the harder tricks for me to learn, but once I got them down, they're now one of my favorites. So in this tutorial, I'm going to break them down into 3 separate steps: the pop, spin, and land. So the pop for the 360 is very similar to the pop for an ollie. You're going to pop your board and you want to keep it flat off the ground. You don't want to turn it this way or this way. Stay right on top of your board. The one difference is, before you pop your ollie, you're going to wind your shoulders. And as you pop, you're going to turn your shoulders and turn your head over the direction that you're spinning. So the second part of this trick is the spin. It's really just a continuation of the end of the pop. You're going to keep your shoulders pointed in the direction you're spinning and your head. You're going to keep your feet flat on your board, keep your board level to the ground, and you're really going to try to whip your body. Whip it as hard as you can to get that full rotation. It's really important to spin completely around, so when you're ready to land, the board and you are pointed in the direction that you're moving. Okay, the third and final step of this trick is the land. Before you try to land, you need to make sure that you get your full rotation. This is so you're moving in the same direction that you started in. Once you do this, you're going to keep your feet directly on top of your board. You're going to keep your board level to the floor just like before, and you want to make sure that your knees are bent to absorb the impact. One thing that I like to do is keep my pressure on my heels, because a lot of the time I fall forward onto my toes, so just keep the pressure back here. Just remember that this is one of the hardest tricks on a RipStik to learn, so don't be too disappointed if it takes a while. With a lot of practice, you'll eventually get it, and it's a really fun trick to have. You might be wondering which RipStik is the best for this trick, and I prefer the RipStik Air just because it's lighter, easier to pop. But then again, I prefer it for every trick. So when you're first learning this trick, it'll be perfect if you find a place like this with a ramp to a flat landing. Helps you to get some good pop. Alright, so the final tips I have for you guys today is to just check out these next few clips, see how it's done, and just get out there and practice. And as always, comrades, have a nice day.